maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. It's layers to the truth, walking through a maze. Man, hit the reset, hit reboot, then we wake. Take a step back, look what you did, then you make proper decisions or proper etiquette. Move a love like Rio Etchison. When it's go time, how the body vernacular on a ghost ride. Abu Dhabi vehiculars, man, it's showtime.
Hey yo, welcome back to Shadow Talk Podcast. We're back, baby. We keeping it going every week. I told y'all, man, I'm coming back with a vengeance, with a force. We here, man. This is for the squad. This is for the Legion. This is for that Shadow Talkers everywhere. It's our time, man. They're trying to switch up on us, and we can't let them do that. And you know, I got one of the righteous ones with me. I got one of the biggest, one of the best, one of the winners. The champ is here. Say it with me. The champ is here. We got my brother Big Dave, man. Make some noise, man.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Yeah, just happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir, man. Happy to have you here, man. Let me just give you your flowers right now, man. Everybody was blown away from that right away from that first round.
Yeah.
Why you doing like that?
Just pretty much just let them know how I'm coming straight out the gate. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, wifey, she was asking me when I was going to play that beat. I was like, I'm coming in with that straight out the gate, you know.
Yeah.
Just to have a build up, just to show, you know, my range and stuff like that. So when everybody hear, you know, my beats and all of that stuff, they know like how I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? Just to show the range that I could pretty much just do any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's why I just came out with
that.
Yeah. So for me, it's like it's always just strategic when I do beat battles and stuff. I like to be very strategic. And with just coming into that situation,
what did you have in mind going into that? Like, what did you expect that you were being strategic about?
Just how I was just going to play that. Just how I was just going to play like my beats that I had. You know what I'm saying? It was just pretty much just a build up from the first beat to the second beat to the third beat. You know, like when I advanced to the fourth. You know, just building everything up as to where everybody is just anticipating on what they on what I'm coming with next. You know what I'm saying?
Did you expect anything from the other producers with that mindset?
Yeah. Because all of them was fire. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like when I go into like beat battles, I always, you know, like yes, I'm a competitor, but I'm also a fan. So you know, so for me, it's like I'm listening also. So with me listening, that's what goes into, you know, my strategy. So like when I hear something, okay, I think this beat would be set the tone for, you know, from the stuff that I heard from what they played and stuff. So when they hear my stuff, everybody's like, oh wow, oh okay, you know what I'm saying? So it's just always just a strategy with me as far as like with the beats that I play and from what I hear from other producers.
Right.
You know.
Okay, good. Like, did you expect any producers to just have one straight sound all the way through? Because with your set that you brought at Producer Wars, by the way, shouts to my brother Ron G, forgot to say that.
Shout out to him, man.
Wow, you feel me? We got it right here too, Producer Wars. Y'all see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you had a lot of variety.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different sounds.
Yeah.
So that makes me think, that's why I asked you that, it makes me think you must have been preparing for like multiple different types of sounds from other producers, because a lot of them are usually known for one particular sound. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like you were expecting that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, I was, because you know, but just based on Volume 1, when I was there, you know what I'm saying, I seen, you know, other producers that was, you know what I'm saying, just coming in with, you know, with just trap beats and all of that stuff. But for me, it's just like, I just like to showcase my range of music, like, you know, East Coast beats, West Coast, drill, you know, a little mixture of, you know, EDM and hip hop and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like you never know what you're gonna get from me, because it's like, you know, like, because I strategize it, you know what I'm saying? So I may put you know what I'm saying, do a blend as far as like with some reggae and hip hop, or reggae or trap, or it's like you never know what to expect with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I pretty much strategize.
I think to the newer crowd, you blew them away with that.
Yeah.
Because you had something for everybody in that room.
Yeah, because it was like after I played the first beat, like the second beat, that was just a mixture of like you can kind of say like EDM and like an African vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I kind of like blended them two together, because I thought that it was dope. So that's why I played that after the first beat that I played. You know what I'm saying? So
like I told you, man, once you played that drill beat, you hit that woo dance.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was feeling myself. But that was just me just having fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I like when I do beat battles and stuff, I like to, you know what I'm saying, have
a lot of people see you as the chill guy, so to see you come out your bag like that and just unleash on everybody, it was like, wait a second, like that's what I'm saying, you blew people away, like they didn't know you had that in you, you feel me? Like that was crazy. So
But that just goes from experience from, just me just going out of town and doing beat battles and stuff, because pretty much because I started in 2015 and I started with Matastic and Ron G.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because we pretty much went to Atlanta and we went up there. So that's when I got my first taste of doing beat battles and stuff.
Wow.
So then I had like a lot of stuff going on in 2015 as to where I couldn't constantly go back up there.
Yeah.
So the following year, in 2016, that's when I was just pretty much just making my run. You know what I'm saying? So me and Wifey, we was just on the road for like 4 or 5 years straight, just going back and forth, going to Atlanta, doing beat battles, and then from there it just pretty much just enhanced my skill set, because I'm watching what they're doing and listening to the beats that they're playing, because like they're having transitions, they're having sound effects and all of this stuff going on in their beats.
So you're learning.
So pretty much while I'm going up there, I'm learning also.
Right.
And it just me and a lot of dope producers up there. You know what I'm saying? So with just soaking up all that game and stuff, and just getting the experience of doing beat battles and stuff, that just pretty much just created who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So that's necessary, you know what I mean? Traveling.
And I always encourage producers to go out of town and, and do beat battles, man, because it sharpen up your skills as far as like with, excuse me, as far as like with just doing beat battles. And on top of that, it just helps you with production, because it's like you can dip and dab into things, you know what I'm saying? As far as like with just, arranging your beats and all of that stuff. So it helps a lot with a lot of things. So with just gathering all of that information, with just doing beat battles and just watching them how they do things.
Do you feel like certain producers lack structure in their arrangements and beats?
Yeah. Because a lot of times it is just pretty much just following the blueprint of what people hear on the radio, and a lot of times you really don't have to do that. It's like, because it's so many ways that you can arrange a beat and arrange a song. You feel what I'm saying? Like there's multiple ways that you can do that. So for me, it's just like I always just try to be different as far as like with arranging and strategizing with beat battles and all of that stuff. I just always just try to separate myself from everybody else. So when you hear what I'm coming with, is always like a wow factor. You know what I'm saying? So that like that's how I separate myself from everybody else.
Man, that's amazing. And that's that's great, because when you think about producers and you put them in the light of like the battle realm, it's just like in Mobile we hadn't seen that, I feel like, as much. So you were telling me like in Atlanta that's like prevalent over there, like they got that everywhere.
Because it's because I'm not gonna say like it's tougher, like the competition is like more tougher over there than here, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna shit on nobody, but it's just a different formula. You know what I'm saying? As to where it's more competitive, because the thing that you have to understand is that like with me going over there, nobody really don't know me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to build up my, and keep coming back and build up my reputation. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it is tough competition out there. You know what I'm saying? So, we're just constantly just going up there and just, just pretty much just putting the city on my back. You know what I'm saying? And just representing for the city. And and just facing the competition that's up there, you know what I'm saying? It was just addictive to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like super addictive. So that's like the reason why I just chose to do it.
Wow.
You know?
Right. Is it similar to the battle rap realm?
Yeah. It's similar, but just in music form.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because on the battle rap side of things, it's like you're dealing with vocal, like, but on a beat battle side, you're just dealing with music, because at the end of the day, it's like you're still using this. You know what I'm saying? Because with battle rappers, they're using this to to write their bars, as to where like they writing similes, they writing schemes, they writing punchlines, everything, metaphors, all of that stuff. So on the beat battle side, we just thinking of melodies, or thinking of how to flip a sample, or thinking of unique drum patterns and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much the same as far as like with the mental side of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just like one is just dealing with lyrics, and the other side is dealing with with beat format, with songs. I mean, not like with songs, but with beats.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
man, that's amazing. So for you, like, who would you say, like, your, I don't know, I say like top 5 producer influences are?
oh man, my
yeah,
because it changes up so much, man.
We can do top 10 if you need, if you want some room. Top 7.
I could do that. Number 1 has to be Jay Dilla.
Whoo.
Dr. Dre. Knots. Ninth Wonder.
Okay.
What's that for, right?
Yeah.
Ninth Wonder, Crisis.
Okay.
Cardiac. A-Rap Music. Pete Rock.
Let's go.
DJ Premier. How many is that? 8?
Yeah.
I gotta throw Timbaland in there.
Oh.
Timbaland.
Very unique.
And
with the sample flips, everything. Yeah.
And I gotta put Kanye in there.
Let's go.
I gotta put Kanye.
Yeezy.
Yeah, I gotta put him in there, cause for me it's like he likes to try different sounds. He's not afraid to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I think that he's very unique when it comes down to how he creates beats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But then I got honorable mentions like Pharrell.
Let's go.
That's why I said my list changes so much, man. Yeah. So it's like, you could throw Pharrell in the mix. You could throw, oh my God,
Alchemist, Madlib.
Yeah, Madlib, Deranger, Beat Butcher, Illmind.
Ooh.
So it's like,
are you a Bink fan?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying, because oh my God,
Just Blaze.
Yeah, Just Blaze, Swiss Beats and stuff. Like, I'm just like a super fan of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Because like everyone has like their own unique style, their own unique bounce, they own, you know what I'm saying, drums, all of that stuff. Q-Tip. So it's just,
that's one of my all-time favorites.
And I don't even know why I ain't mentioned him.
Yeah, I'm like that.
That's what I'm saying, because it'd be so hard for me, because it's like I'm just like a super fan of their work, and and it's like I don't want to leave nobody out, but it just be hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. Because, especially for producers, it's like it's almost like an endless list of just unbelievable producers that you just gotta mention.
Yeah, so because so many. Me, it's like because pretty much for them, like all the producers that we named, it's like pretty much a soundtrack to my life. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it'd be hard for me to do like a top 10 or a top 20. It just be hard, because like when
it's too many.
Yeah. And on top of that, it's just like
it's ever changing as well, like you were saying.
Yeah. And it's like when I think of them, it's just like depending on where I was at in life when I was listening to their music, it just became a soundtrack. So it just be hard for me. It just be super hard for me.
Dang, man, I totally feel you on that.
Yeah.
You definitely named a lot of unbelievable ones right there, but you know, that's unbelievable, man. Like a few of the standouts I was thinking about was like Jay Dilla, Pete Rock. Like,
yeah,
how was that growing up with that?
Incredible. With Pete Rock, when I first heard him, you know, with him and C.O. Smooth, it was super unique, man. You know, with just hearing the samples that he was using, the break beats, the drums, and all of that stuff, and then he started dipping and dabbing into his solo stuff with the Soul Brother album and stuff like that.
Soul Brother #1.
Yeah, it was just like his mindset of how he approaches beats is just like no other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So and then it's like when Jay Dilla came along, it was just overkill because like Jay Dilla was like the one that had like them sloppy the drunk drums and all of that stuff with the you know what I'm saying. So he was like the first one that had that unique style because like with Pete Rock he plays like he does his drums like a normal drummer will play. So, but with Jay Dilla, he does his difference as to where you have that swing. It's like a drunken drummer type sound and stuff like that. So it was like
he added a real euphoric element.
Yeah, so it's like he really changed the game as to where with when using the MPC and just establishing that it just changed the game for me.
Wow,
for real.
What about RZA? Were you a RZA fan?
Oh yeah, see,
like the muddy type of beats and
like the dark, and it just to add kung fu into it was just overkill because like I'm like a super huge kung fu dude. Like, you got the poster right there. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about it.
Hell yeah.
Let's talk about
I'm a huge kung fu.
Same here, man.
Wifey will tell you. I be up late at night watching all of the joints.
Wow, brother, same
Shaolin
here.
versus Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
The 18 Bronze Men,
36 Chambers,
Iron Fist, Shadow Boxing, Five Deadly Venom.
Five Deadly Venom was a classic. Yeah. The Guillotine movie, what was that one called?
I know which one you.
We had to fight the tournament.
Yeah, I know which one.
Crazy fight.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that
one. That shit.
Shaolin versus Llama. Oh God. Man, there's so many of them. But I be on YouTube just
Once Upon a Time in China.
Yeah.
1, 2, all the Jet Li joints I love.
Yeah.
Even the 70s joints, all of them, everything.
Yeah, like all the Shaw Brother joints.
Yeah, the Shaw Brother. Too many classics from them.
Yeah,
too many.
All of that stuff. So I'm a super kung fu head. So for RZA to pull that off, it was just amazing. It was just a whole new, different type of sound. You feel what I'm saying? How he just put that together. It pretty much had New York in a frenzy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because in New York, like we had Channel 5.
Yeah.
And the Kung Fu flicks used to come on like early in the morning, like 1, 2 in the morning on Channel 5. They played nothing but Kung Fu flicks all the way up until the morning and stuff.
Wow.
So we just had it made like that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's so cool.
Yeah, so with RZA to implement that into the music, it was just a game changer. And then, you know what I'm saying, with Griselda doing the wrestling, which is another genius move, but WWE hating on them now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what happened with that?
Yeah, they pretty much had them stop putting like the wrestling clips into their music and stuff because they don't want that in. They don't want none of that into, you know what I'm saying, like into the hip hop music and stuff. So now they can't even really use it anymore. Dang. You feel what I'm saying? Which sucks because I think that like that was it's just paying homage to Wu-Tang. Like, you know what I'm saying, since y'all got this and we are fans of wrestling, we gonna put this into our music. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, which was know what I'm saying, which was a dope move.
That's a great connection.
Yeah, which was a genius move and stuff like that. So now it's like, WWE hating on them. But the thing for me is like you know, with West Side Gun, he go to these events. Like, he got, like, you know, like the last WrestleMania, he was there. You know what I'm saying? So he go to all of these events as to where he pay his money because he's a fan. Because, he's a fan, like day one, just like all of us or whatever. Yeah. And he just showing love to, you know, to the wrestling scene and stuff like that. And for them to turn around and just shit on him, like, it's disappointing. You know, it's disappointing like a motherfucker. You know, but I mean, I get it. You know, they just.
Yeah, but that be the technicalities, and me personally, I don't like ending shit off with, oh, I get it. No, it's not right, because to me, I feel like, if y'all care about, because they pick and choose when they want to care about the culture. They want to pick and choose when, oh, hip hop is cool now. When we want to,
when they bring artists on there to their events and shit, and you know,
hold them out and make them do random stuff. Come on, man, stop it. And then now when it's time for us to. We can't do nothing, in hip hop at all. Like,
I mean, like, it's corny. Yeah, like, it's corny to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just to stop them from doing that, like, it, you know, like, it is just super corny, especially when that man paying his, you know what I'm saying, money to go to these events to support. Like, he be right there in the front. So them tickets ain't cheap. You feel what I'm saying? He be right there in the front. Like, when I be, like, when me and wifey, we be watching the events, I be, look at West Side Gun right there. You know what I'm saying? He be out there, he got his jewels on, all that shit. Like, you know, so for WWE to be hating on him like that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whack, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let the shit rock. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, you know, like, they making millions and millions of dollars just because they incorporating the wrestling into their music. Nah, it just comes from the music in general, because they only just posting clips. Of, like, you know, just certain wrestlers just saying,
talking.
Just talking, whatever.
Joins
as a way, like, with RZA, he was putting the, like, the scenes and the music. You feel what I'm saying? They got the, you know, when they be fighting, you know, the sound effect. You know, so it's like he was doing all of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So in this go around, he's just, you know, just putting putting clips in the music or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like just doing like interludes or some shit like that, or intros or some shit like that. So it's like it just sucks, man. Like, it just sucks all across the board.
How do you feel about sampling? Do you think sampling just like across the board should be free? Because I heard someone tell me that before. Like, that theory of, like, we shouldn't, like, we should be able to automatically pay the person that we're sampling, but we shouldn't need their approval. Like, I should be able to sample anything I want.
I mean, as far as, like, with sampling, I feel like the originator of the music, they should get compensated, but from what they're trying to do, because it's a lot of them that's greedy, right? They're pretty much trying to take the publishing away from the producers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the producers, they get like 50% publishing. They're trying to take that away from them and get the money that they're asking for to use that, you know what I'm saying, to use that sample, which is fucking ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because at the end of the day, when you think about it, it's like the artists that people sample, it's not like they was on the Billboard charts or anything like that, or we talking about like one-hit wonders. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Like, people that never really got their success. Yeah, they put the music out or whatever the case may be, and they put the music out. Other than that, it's like they've really never really had that success. Now the ones that had success off that shit, I still don't feel like producers should have to give up their publishing and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want the money for, you know what I'm saying, whatever that they looking for to use their songs, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like, this is the reason why motherfuckers stay away from the Beatles, because like you coming out the pocket for that, like the Beatles, Michael Jackson, it's a whole list of motherfuckers that got like timeless music like that. Yeah, you gonna pay out the ass to use their music, but for like the
remember what happened with Pharoah Monch?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, like that was crazy. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like people of their stature, like the motherfuckers that, you know, went diamond and all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I understand you gonna pay. But these other artists and shit that, you know what I'm saying, that you probably only sold what, like one record and shit. It's like, come on, man. It's like y'all getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like you getting ridiculous. Like, yeah, you gonna get something from it because we using your music.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be sitting around here talking about, yeah, I want 500,000 plus I want 50% of the producer that made it. I want his publishing, and then I want this. Like, nah, y'all.
And you know what makes it worse is on top of that, you gotta go, especially when the artist has passed away. You gotta go to their estate. You gotta go through all that crap. You gotta find the right people.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go through their trickery, like you said, what they want, what they're asking for, ridiculous stuff. It's just so much you gotta go through to try to get a record made. You know, when hip hop, the essence of hip hop as far as the production has always been incorporating other genres, right?
But I'm gonna put you on to some real shit though.
Talk to me.
Yeah, because
let's shadow talk right quick.
Yeah, because we gonna shadow talk.
Real
right?
shadow talk.
So this was way before your time. This was like when I was a kid and shit. Like when hip hop was, you know what I'm saying, was about to grow and all this other shit, right?
Right.
Because it was sampling that was going on back then. In the early 80s and shit, right? And didn't nobody really believe in it. Like the corporate labels and all of that shit.
Yeah.
They didn't believe in hip hop at one point. And when it came down to sampling, you know, you had the artists, they was like, yo, we don't want them using none of our shit.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, they was totally against it. They looked at hip-hop like it was a fad. They didn't want no parts of it. Like, they didn't want nobody sampling none of their music. You feel what I'm saying? So now, 50 years later, they hoping and wishing that, you know what I'm saying, somebody sample their music now.
Right.
Because they didn't believe in hip-hop at one point. They thought, like, they real deal thought that it was a fad.
They did.
They thought that it was a fad. The only people that was making... Because this was around like when MTV was out, you know what I'm saying? Like MTV was at its peak, you know what I'm saying? Like it was like the number one show as far as like with videos is concerned, like with music videos and shit. Because back then they had like Cindy Lauper's on there, David Bowie, the Who, U2, like
Big
all of them videos, like Lionel Richie, Prince, Michael Jackson, all of that shit, right?
Right.
The only hip hop people that was on that show was like Run DMC, Curtis Blow, and African Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation. Those was the only ones that was on MTV.
Yeah.
Because they never really looked at it like it was music. They thought it was just a fad. They was like, oh yeah, this music is gonna go away. But you know, back then they didn't want nobody sampling their music.
Dang.
You feel what I'm saying? Because sampling is pretty much what created hip hop. Because you know what I'm saying, when everything started out in the Bronx, all of that stuff came from break beats. You know what I'm saying, from different songs. They'll take it, put the break beat, and just kept looping it, and then you got the MC, he's rapping and all that other stuff. So that's how it was formed, for real. You know what I'm saying? So when you got the boom, 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 and then they flip it on the other side and they just keep it going, and then you got the MC and they just rapping and all of that stuff. So that's how it just started. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pretty much hip hop started off of sampling. But you know what I'm saying, just taking it to try to take it to new heights and all that stuff. They didn't want that shit.
They're blocking a lot.
They was hating on it like a motherfucker. They was like, man, we don't want no parts of it. It was all in the. It used to be in the news and everything. Like when you had like artists like David Bowie, like I don't want nobody sampling my music. Like, you know, it was all in the news and everything. They was hating on that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and here we are, 50 years later.
Going strong.
Still going strong.
And reaching new heights. Hey, yo, and on that note, we'll be right back. Hey, yo, Shadow, you're a Meshi. We back. Shadow Talk Podcast. We here, man, part 2. We got my guy, Big Dave, in the building. And we got some new guests here. You seen them on last week's episode. Welcoming back my bro, A1. Make some noise.
Man, what's good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate you having me, bro. Glad to be back.
Glad to have you back on
Sir.
Shadow Talk. And off camera, we got my guy, ThatKidMav. Make some noise.
Ghost mode.
He's in ghost mode, you know what I mean? No, we can't even call it ghost mode. It's only right. He's in the shadows.
He's in the shadow.
He's in the shadows. It's only right, man. It's only right. So we got him in the shadows talking to us, and we got my guys over here. Hey yo, we got some hot takes we were just talking about off camera. Let's have some fun. Let's get into it, you know what I mean? But first, let's talk about some of the controversial things going on, man. AI, man. I just want to ask y'all just up front. Do you, like, if you had a choice for it to be banned, would you want to ban it, yes or no? Go ahead.
I wouldn't want to ban it.
Yeah, it's tough.
I just wouldn't fuck with it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, for me, it's like I like to have my integrity as far as, like, with making music and stuff. Because it's so much stuff that's out there when it comes down to, you know, the AI scene where, you know, it can write chords and scales and melodies for you, and it can write music for you now. It can just do it can just do so much now. And I think it takes integrity, integrity away from your craft, you know, because I like to, you know, come up with my own melodies, my own chord scales and stuff, drum patterns and all that stuff, and then now you just got like a whole system as a way it does it for you. And I'm just not gonna fuck with it. I'm just not gonna fuck with it.
So we talking about just AI music, or we talking about just AI in general?
In general, like across the board. Because, you know, in movies, you always see it depicted as it goes off a cliff. It goes really bad for us. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say banned it. I actually find it pretty useful as far as like on my business shit. So I use it to like write my scripts for like my YouTube videos, or to quick way to like find information. Then I go in and just change shit and add and do what I need to do. Even like writing emails for like my invoices, all kind of shit.
Yeah, it's helpful with that. It's helpful
like stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying with like music though. I probably wouldn't dabble too much in that.
We could directly ban it within the music industry. I'd lean for that, but in general,
because as far as like with the information that it gives, it's great for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but real shadow
like
talk. They claiming it's gonna take a lot of jobs though.
Nah.
Ain't taking my job.
Nah.
Like
I think it's not gonna take jobs. I think the people who use it are just gonna get those jobs.
Yeah. Love seeing people taking them.
And they gonna
you don't think that's
like it's like computers. It's like when computers came out.
And they're gonna get their job quicker.
That's what I'm saying.
People still work at McDonald's though, and they still got machines. They've been talking about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, no one gonna work at McDonald's.
Yeah, they talking about
how long have they been talking about that? You said 20 years.
They haven't had them automated machines in there. You know what I'm saying? They've been had them for.
But they've been showing mock-ups now, like full auto, like no people.
Talking about that for a hot minute, you know what I'm saying? And you still going to them, they have 4 or 5 of them already in there. They still have people in that bitch working the desk.
Yeah, they even talking about getting rid of like the equipment for these hospitals and stuff because they so obsolete now. You feel what I'm saying? So the technology is pretty much going to be at a very high upscale compared to where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? So like it's getting crazy out here.
Keep too. There's jobs somewhere.
But it's gonna be in that though.
But my debate is, look at how detrimental cell phones have been to society, and mixed with social media.
Yeah, you think it's been detrimental?
Hugely detrimental. Or I think it's if we were to look at the pros and cons, it'll probably be way more cons than pros.
No, I don't think so.
No, man.
I think it'd be more pros.
But we had computers. Why do we need cell phones?
Because now you can have your computer in your pocket.
But I think that's dangerous, because if you got the whole universe in the palm of your hands, that's a lot of power for one man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think still though, I would believe it's more pros than cons. For
it's way
if used righteously, but it's not. It's being holed out with social media and drama and ignorance and all that shit. You know what I mean? Let's be real.
That's been happening.
Yeah, that's been
happening.
But
You think so?
Only thing is, we just seeing the shit that was already there.
He said, "I was driving no matter what." But don't you think it's accelerating it though? Don't you think it's like adding a
But
lot
it
of
accelerates a lot of other things.
as well.
You know what I'm saying?
like
Connections.
Right.
You know, human connection. Like, I know it also breaks human connection, but also adds another level of human connection to get across
right.
an entire globe, an entire map, an entire city like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of putting in the footwork, say you had a show, putting them footwork tonight, throwing up flyers everywhere. You won't make a post.
Yeah.
Now you don't put flyers everywhere. And in that aspect, you should still put out your footwork. But you see what I'm saying? Like, there's just lots of ways that shit.
Yeah, I know it definitely has its advantages, but I feel like the disadvantages have, like, for example, if we did put some type of limit on when kids could get cell phones and access to social media, I'd be down with y'all. I'd be like, cool, but it's not like that right now. It's
a terrible idea.
It's,
you know what I'm saying?
Huh?
That's not a terrible idea.
Right.
Kids in social
I
media.
mean, but that should be monitored in the house.
But that's
it should be
But that's always the easy answer, and I feel like today's culture, parents are working a lot more than ever before. It's unfair to just put it all on the parents. I feel like the whole system needs to take attention to this and put some type of limitations and parameters.
Because when you was a kid, you was in fuck shit you wasn't supposed to be, and you was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it matters.
But
I don't think
but
that's
for me-
everybody though.
But hold that though. But for me, I feel like it does fall on the parents and stuff, because at the end of the day, you have to watch out for so many things that goes on the internet. You feel what I'm saying? You got pedophiles, you got rapists, you got all of this stuff that, you know what I'm saying?
And
you
putting all
got
that
the
out.
dark, you got the
All that
dark
shit
web.
you got on that.
Yeah, you got the dark web that's on there.
Into.
So at the end of the day, it is up for the parents to make sure, like, if you give your child a phone that, you know what I'm saying, that they are restricted from certain, you know what I'm saying, platforms and all of that stuff. Because there's people out there.
I don't think you should give kids smartphones at the least. Like, give them a phone for emergencies or whatever to talk to you. But smartphone at a very young age, I feel like it's detrimental to a kid if they got too much free time.
Yeah.
I just feel like it gets to a point where, from what I see, is that it kind of babysits the kid, so that you kind of have your freedom.
That's
you know
bad parenting, I feel like,
so
in my opinion.
I think it falls, it's both ways. Like, the parent should be more tentative of, like.
But would you agree we
when
need
you
some
want
type
your kid to?
We need some type of legal things put on it.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't know, I don't use TikTok, but I heard it's got like a time limit on it. Like, it'll kick you off after a while.
That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So shit like that though, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen they started incorporating shit like that into a lot of. So they'll tell you, like, hey, you've been looking at your screen for 4 hours or something. It'll tell you.
Okay, good. Yeah, because like I seen a meme. They were like, well, I don't even see kids riding bikes no more on the street. I just see a crackhead riding a bike
you don't, man.
like, dang, man, it's so true.
And it's so crazy, man, because, like, you know, like, with, you know, back in the days when I was a kid, man, I used to love going outside. Like, if I, you know, like, if I was on punishment,
that's the era we grew up in.
Like, I would
going
be
outside
than a motherfucker if I couldn't go outside, because it's like if you ain't outside, you just missing out on everything. You missing out on the fights. You know what I'm saying? Who roasting who, or, you know, just going playing basketball, or whatever the case may be. Like, you just missing out on so much stuff. And it's like, when you look at it now, it's like, these kids don't even want to go outside no more.
Shit's crazy, bro. You're not even getting no sun.
Right. And then when they do go outside, it's for the wrong reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, like, they be in the crib playing in, you know, PS5 or Xbox or whatever the case may be. And then it's like, when they go outside, they doing some dumb shit.
And all these new horrible words like introverted and all that bullshit. Get that crap out of here, man. Ain't no such thing. Everybody goes through stuff. But you're supposed to live life, man. You're supposed to step out there. You feel me? Do it your way. But you know, step out there though. Like, we're boxing kids away and putting them in there. You know what I mean? But you know, I appreciate y'all's take on that. Yeah, let's have some fun though, man. We was just talking about it earlier, man. You know, my guy Big Dave is a big movie buff. I'm a big movie buff too, man.
Yeah,
we was just talking about it. Look. Check this out.
You're gonna go with this one.
Look, check this out. Which one did we start off with? Matrix.
No. It started off with Martin Chris Tucker.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Chris Tucker.
Okay. Rush Hour trilogy versus the Bad Boy trilogy with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. We got Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker.
You know, I said Bad Boys.
Yeah, I said Bad Boys too.
Damn, man, everybody just settled up on me.
Because for me, it goes from the action in the film. You feel what I'm saying? Like.
Rush Hour didn't have no action.
Yeah, it had action, but it didn't have
plenty action.
It didn't have that much as far as with Bad Boy.
And it was action.
It didn't have that much as far as
Bad
with
Boy.
Bad Boy.
You know what it was? It was different type of action. It wasn't action.
But it was just comedy first.
Yeah.
It was comedy then action.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like
Bad Boys is just straight action.
Action, then a little bit of comedy in there.
It's like you had your introduction, comedy, action. Go back to comedy.
But don't nobody remember
action, comedy. And then with Bad Boy, it's like, you know what I'm saying, introduction, action, little bit of comedy here, action here, a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, storyline or whatever, action. It was filled with more action in there. Mm-hmm. But that's what I go for.
Man,
look, a series.
That's a series.
The storyline Rush Hour was way better than Bad Boys. Don't nobody remember Bad Boys.
The first Rush Hour.
Don't nobody remember that.
The plot. Nobody knows that plot.
They had different plots. Of course.
Yeah, everybody knows the Rush Hour plot. Going and trying to find an old girl.
Just the first one.
Yeah. I mean, but Bad Boy had different storylines.
Yeah, I think the last one had the best storyline.
Yeah, the last one had the best one. Was great. Yeah,
the storyline.
It was great. Last one.
I'm not every one of those.
I'm not sure.
No, Rush Hour 1 is a flat out classic.
It's a classic.
Hey, look, Rush Hour 1 versus Bad Boy 1. You got to give it to Rush Hour 1.
No, you don't.
So you might.
No, you might.
I don't have to do
As I was saying it, I was like, you know what?
That shit in you gotta give it a shot. You trying to sneak it in.
Gonna be like, yeah.
You trying to sneak that in? Nah. You ain't sneaking that one.
I was trying to shadow talk that in there, man.
Trying to ease that in there.
Trying to give him a dub.
Yeah, but Bad Boys 1 is pretty classic. As I was saying that, I was remembering the scenes. I was like, dang, it is pretty classic. Bro. But I just think that Rush Hour 1 had, I don't know, they both have.
It had a bigger global impact.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
I feel like just because Jackie Chan was
it's more
so huge.
Yeah. I could watch Rush Hour more times and still want to watch it again later on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very replayable.
Yeah, got replay value for sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm just an action guy, man. I ain't gonna lie.
He a Michael Bay fan for sure. You watch all Michael Bay shit, don't you?
I can't wait till that new trailer.
Michael Bay or Quentin Tarantino?
Ooh.
I guess maybe I don't know some Michael Bay films, but Tarantino seems like an easy dub.
I mean, it's different.
He made a lot of the Transformer movies.
I know that.
Yeah,
explosions, they cool.
Hey,
he made Bad Boy.
I got a hot take about Transformers.
I got a hot take about Transformers. That's crazy.
I'm about to make the whole room mad.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
After Transformers 1, every Transformers movie was.
Yeah.
I only watch Transformers.
All them joints was horrible.
It's action. All right.
Not
so I think you like action anyway.
Second one was decent.
Second one was good.
But it just kept on.
Oh yeah, it was no story.
The
story was bad.
Horrible.
Man.
Story was
but to answer your question, I gotta go with.
I just asked him that because he's an action guy.
Yeah.
I gotta go with Quentin Tarantino.
Let's go. Kill Bill.
That's what I'm saying.
Kill Bill.
Come on, man.
What is that? The 8? What was that? 8 for 8?
And then last that Pulp Fiction. Come on.
It's too many, man. It's too many.
Yeah,
Y'all seen Jackie Brown?
And I love Quentin because it's like you could be super engaged.
Come on, man.
You could be super engaged watching a Quentin Tarantino.
You know, he shoots all his movies with one camera.
Yeah,
really.
The whole scene, the whole thing.
Yeah, he don't have like a whole production.
Yeah,
I love the way he writes the film, puts them together. That shit is fire. The chapters and shit too.
It just his vision and his imagination is just.
So with you being a martial arts fan, who's your all-time favorite martial arts action star? You know, you got the Jet Lees, Jackie Chans, the Bruce Lees. Like, you got a lot in the mix that you could go for. The Tony Jaa, Donnie Yen,
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White. So a lot of people you could throw in the mix. Jean-Claude, Chuck Norris.
I think Jean-Claude Van Damme was kind of watered down.
What?
Yeah. Bloodsport was hard.
That's the first one that came to my mind.
Was hard. I give you that. All the other extra shit, it was
Bloodsport is god level, man. That's one of the greatest action movies of all time.
That one was dope.
That Joker is so rewatchable.
Yeah, his other films,
Because he was the same person every movie. He was the same person with the bad accent and
The Split.
and the Split. Yeah, he just him. You know what I mean?
For me,
My favorite person that played himself, I don't care what y'all say, that boy Steven Seagal. Shouts to my guy.
Steven Seagal.
They say he an asshole.
Corny as he is, man. Above the Law, stop playing with me, man. You know Above the Law was classic.
No, it ain't better than Mark for Death, though.
Mark for Death, he got so many, man. He got like a good 5, 6, 7 of them that are just like, wow.
That's the only one I watch.
After that, it was all bad. But
Steven Seagal, he just get annoying sometimes.
yeah, that run.
Cause he got that look. He be like, it's like his eyebrows go when he start running. He be like, he just be focused and shit. It's like he just.
And he got a pot belly, and no matter what you do, it's just.
Yeah.
And you folded the whole time. No matter who you are, you immediately folded. It's like, dang, man, really?
I heard he was legit though with that shit. Though.
Yeah, he.
Nah, no way. There's no way he's legit.
Man, they say he be moving.
There's no way, bro. There's no way. He's a master actor. That's what he is. Like horrible actor, but
nah, I heard he know that shit too. I ain't gonna lie.
He do some shit.
I love you,
use
Steve.
body weight.
I love you though.
Body
I love
weight.
you though.
What the fuck, though?
I've never seen one video.
But a lot of that shit that he do in the movies, that shit be capped though.
You believe
Yeah,
Steven
for sure.
Seagal trained Anderson Silva? You wholeheartedly believe that?
Hell no.
Come on now, thank you. Come on now.
That's
That was real. And when he did the little kick thing and he won, he gave credit to him, and Steven Seagal made a whole thing about it. And then later on, years later, they're like, "No, that shit was a lie. He didn't teach him nothing." Like Steven Seagal didn't teach him how to do a special kick. Anderson Silva, come on, man.
I'm saying.
I would never believe that shit.
I'll show you the interview.
I'm talking about like, with the comment saying that he taught Anderson. I would never believe that shit.
Right, that shit wild. That don't make no sense. He's out of pocket.
And you ain't got not one MMA match.
He paid that man.
Like you should be wrecking shit if you that good.
So who you go with?
Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yeah.
Cause you gotta go with him. He the GOAT. He pretty much changed the game as far as
first one to make it theatrical.
Actually, the first one to make it global.
That too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So with him shedding a light on it, because kung fu movies, like for me, growing up in New York, it didn't really hit the scene till like the early 80s for real. You know what I'm saying? So we wasn't even really hipped on kung fu movies until like Bruce Lee, and that's when like all of the other stuff started coming, like mystery of chess boxing and all that other stuff. 5 Fingers of Death, 5 Deadly Venoms, and all that stuff. That's the one the flood just started coming in. But it pretty much came in with Bruce Lee. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that pretty much made it global. So you gotta go with the GOAT.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, I guess you throw Chuck Norris up there.
Hey man, Chuck Norris got some fire movies, man. MIA 1 and 2.
Yeah, you throw Chuck Norris up there. He had some good movies.
A lot of them.
The
classic fight scene with him and Bruce Lee, iconic.
I'm trying to remember the name of some
Big Boss.
They got, they got these weird names and stuff, man. I'm trying to remember the name of
I would
others and
have
stuff,
Jackie
man.
Chan. That's and Jet Li.
I was Delta
Jet Li
movie.
fan.
Samurai.
The Delta
Jack.
movie.
I ain't gonna lie. I
Lone
love
Wolf McQuade.
Jet Li is like
Lone
super
Wolf
fast.
McQuade. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Jet Li's super fast with that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Jet Li got some classics, bro.
Yeah.
Hero.
He came in and did his thing.
What?
Yeah.
You ever seen Fearless? Oh my god.
See, I like Jet Li because with his movies,
Once
it's
Upon a Time in
like
China.
it's like it's super creative.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's super creative, and he just whatever role that he played, like he owned that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just like fucking believable for me.
Hey man, but you already know what it is. There's no other greater than Jackie Chan, man. That's the GOAT right there. That's the true GOAT.
Well, that's your GOAT?
No. That's the true GOAT. You know why? Here's my hot take. You know why? Because we do this in hip hop, bro.
Why?
We do the same shit.
Because he do his own stunts?
No, because the second they die, they're automatically like the greatest ever. Like Pac and Big just shot up to, and I'm like, yo, my G, like Bruce Lee had like 2 movies and a half. Like, come on now, what did you talking
No, he had more than that, bro.
Fist of Fury, Big Boss, Game of Death, and what was the other one? The little tournament movie.
Chinese Connection.
Enter
the Dragon.
That's it. And then he died.
And he had
That's a handful of movies.
Damn, that's another one that's in the back of my head.
I'm not saying the movies aren't iconic. I believe Bruce Lee's handful are the most iconic ever.
The Way of Death. That's another one.
Yeah.
Is one more. Shit. I said Fist of Fury, right?
Yeah.
I think there's one more.
Enter the Dragon.
I said that too.
Okay.
I see the hip hop reference though. You
But that-
probably good. But as soon as
And Return of the
like
Dragon. Return of the Dragon. Yeah.
Right. And I'm just saying, he just had a certain amount. Jackie Chan got 200 plus movies. Iconic movies through every single decade.
still doing it.
Still doing it. Why don't we give him credit? You know what I mean? Why don't we put him at 1 now? You know? He's still going.
Because he's still alive, motherfucker.
That's not fair. That's not fair. So I gotta die for me to go number 1.
My flowers are border.
No, at the
Come
end,
on,
he
man.
still get his, at the end of the day, he still get his flowers though, for me.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying Bruce Lee.
I think
because
Bruce Lee's like the one above all. You can't even speak on his name, but it's like outside.
Yeah,
of him,
I'm just saying to him because he helped it make it global. You feel what I'm saying?
Jackie Chan got, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
I'm not
Jackie
sure though.
ridiculous,
Did
bro.
Bruce
It's
Lee make
ridiculous
that?
how
Was he
many
like a door
classics.
opener, like a gatekeeper
Yeah,
for
he
the
was a
industry?
door
Into,
opener.
like,
Yeah, he was a door opener.
Think about how many doors Jackie Chan opened up for everybody.
I mean-
Donnie Yen, Tony, everybody you
but
see
you
in the
can
game
get
right
that
now.
to Bruce Lee though.
It, man, all this shit that y'all love. Shouts to Jackie. And Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee gave Jackie his first look in a movie. You right. Yeah. Bruce Lee did.
No, I actually got Jackie Chan at number 2.
Okay, bet. All right, cool.
Got him at number 2.
All right.
See, man, you came up. You came up in the Bruce Lee
They
era.
don't
though.
get
that's what I'm
Jackie
saying.
in the Bruce Lee era.
He came up in that time. Eating or something.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like he came up during that time. It was like growing up while Tupac was still blowing up.
Jackie had movies in the same decade. Bruce Lee.
Wait.
He had movies in the same decade.
I know that. Wait.
What are
Let
we
me
talking
finish.
about?
Because when Bruce Lee died, right? Jackie Chan.
He took the throne.
That's what I'm saying. He filled in the void. That's
Yeah.
where, he got
Jay-Z.
200 plus movies and shit. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
now we talking about
Jackie
another guy.
Jordan, bro.
Yeah, because
Jackie Jordan.
Because
bro.
now we talking about a guy that, you know what I'm saying, not only are in these movies, he does his own stunts. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm not taking.
Choreographing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
man.
taking nothing away from Jackie Chan. Don't get it fucked up or confused by a long shot.
Come on, man.
But I'm just saying for Bruce Lee, for me, is because he opened up the doors. If it wasn't for Bruce Lee, we wouldn't even heard of Jackie Chan.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. That's why I said he's the one above all. Like he's
Yeah.
just, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I never watched a Bruce Lee movie, I wouldn't have heard no Jackie Chan. I'm like,
Right,
who the
right,
fuck is
right,
this guy?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I just think with
but
the catalog
when he,
now,
like when he died
Goat,
and
man.
Bruce Lee with Jackie Chan, he filled in the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he opened up the lane for everybody to come in. You feel what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, so I'm not saying he ain't no GOAT, because he is.
Thank you.
But
You
Bruce
give my
Lee
guy
is my GOAT.
Just number 2.
Yeah, you gotta be number 2. This is like the yeah.
Hey, you ain't gotta say 2. You can say 1B. You know what I mean? I'll say it.
Or if you want to do it like
That's
that,
Yeah, let's do it like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Tied for first.
Yeah, but
tied
we'll
for
put Bruce
first.
Lee at A though. 1A, he'll be 1B. You know.
Yeah.
And then we can
Do
go
it
to
like
number
that.
2. But my guy Jackie, come on, man.
I'm never taking nothing away from Jackie.
Project A trilogy,
Mhm.
Police Story trilogy. Are we kidding? The Rush Hour trilogy.
Yeah.
Even the joints he did with the Wilson brothers.
You
come
just stuck
on,
on
baby.
Rush Hour, ain't you?
Huh? Oh yeah,
You just-
that was one
Greatest of all time.
I'm just saying, he the GOAT, man. The Drunken Master.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that.
Snake in the Shadow.
And I just watched that 2 days ago.
on,
man.
man.
That's a good
I
one.
just
And
watched
I'm
it
just
2
the
days
tip
ago.
of the iceberg. I haven't even gone into everything else. It's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, I
It's
just watched
absolutely
it 2 days
ridiculous.
ago.
Like,
You could do a Jackie movie week.
Come on, man. Have they put Jackie in Expendables yet, or?
That makes sense, though.
I think they did, right?
I don't remember if he was.
Okay, well, if they did, that great move.
They had Jet Li in it.
Great move.
I think they had Jet Li.
I know they had
They
had London Dolph in there. They had Terry Crews, Sylvester Stallone.
They finally brought Wesley Snipes.
I don't think Jackie Chan was in that. I don't think he was.
Okay, well, on that note, let's go to the next one. We was talking about Terminator trilogy versus the Matrix trilogy.
Matrix.
Y'all see the look on his face. Y'all see that, right?
Matrix is still relevant today.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Terminator.
This latest Matrix movie was...
Yeah, it was that.
That was not good, man.
It just,
Come on,
it wasn't.
Let's be real now.
But just the concept, it's just so much deeper than the Terminator. I feel like.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you.
It's
that.
like the pre-frame for the Terminator shit,
right?
Like, because of all that shit, you got the Terminator.
But like I was telling you, real Shadow
that.
Talk. The lady that made Matrix was the same one that made Terminator, and she said it's the same world. The interview's out there, y'all.
So
go
she
check
got
that
better.
out. It's the same world, so that. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
She wrote the Terminator first, then she got better. She's like, oh, I can do that even better. Yeah.
Hey, look, and
it had a whole storyline.
Yeah,
what kept you engaged. Now the last one wasn't that good, but the first three, no.
See, I actually liked the last one. I thought the last one was great.
I like the last one. I like the last one.
I don't know why people give it such
like the last Genesis.
Yeah,
Genesis
or Revolutions, I think it was called.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen that.
It's Revelations.
Okay, I hadn't
Revelations. I didn't like that one.
Come out within like the last couple of years.
What was that?
2010.
I think like
it was like
no,
2000.
no.
Was it 08?
It was like 2 years ago.
Didn't we just have a new one?
Oh no, yeah,
Yeah,
the
like
new one. I'm not
2
talking about the new one. I'm talking about the third one.
Oh, you talking about
Revolutions.
the original?
Yeah, out the first three, Revolutions.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, that's the one that had Jada Pinkett and all them in it.
Yeah.
And the robots are coming in, and they finally get in, and they're like all fighting against it. And then they're slinging with the big giant robots.
Sure.
That shit was so classic, and everybody was like, "Oh, this sucked." I'm like, "What sucked about it? It was amazing."
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, I'll give you. I don't know, man, because I think Terminator 1 was iconic, bro. Absolutely iconic.
And it was, and that was in my era.
Absolutely.
Especially
I
in
just
that
don't.
time.
Me personally, I just don't.
Let me
think
show you
that
something,
it's
bro.
fucking with the first Matrix.
I'm gonna show you something.
Oh.
And when you see this, it's just undeniable, bro.
What?
It's just undeniable. All I gotta do is just click on it. You feel me? It's not gonna let me. Yeah, there you go. Come on, man. That was the poster. This is one of the most iconic movie posters ever.
I don't know.
We've seen this everywhere.
You basing this off a poster?
Bro, this had an iconic poster, bro. You like when you go to people's cribs, you see this poster in the wall, bro. It's like an iconic movie poster.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is an iconic movie poster.
Put that on the screen. Put that on the screen.
Put it on the screen. Oh my god!
I'll put it on the screen, man. Y'all.
Put up the Matrix poster. Look at the Matrix poster.
Alright, let's pull up the Matrix poster.
That's an iconic
background.
That shit is still in people's background.
That's right, stealing people's phones and all of that.
Okay, I'll give you that. You right.
What are we talking about? Look at that.
That's iconic.
That's
You
iconic.
ain't even gotta look at it.
That's iconic, bro.
Right. The black with the green letters. Like, come on now. Come on, stop.
So that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We should just left the posters alone.
Yeah, you set yourself up for that one.
But this was more iconic though, bro.
Nah.
Like this ruled
I
the
think
80s.
during that time, yes, for sure.
It's iconic in the 80s, bro.
Once the Matrix came out,
look at it. It has the 80s feel. So
Look,
iconic.
Look. You need a whole team to win on this shit. He LeBron beat by myself. Dolo. This is LeBron status. You gotta form a whole team to beat me. You gotta put a whole team. I need Morpheus on here. I need old girl on here. Come on, man. I need the codes. Come on, look. It's just him and his gun
You could put the codes
The
on
iconic shades.
by itself.
The cut. This is, man, look at the gloves. Come on, man.
The gloves.
So you could just put the green.
That's what I'm saying. You could just put the green codes up there by itself. You don't need
That
to
is
do
iconic.
that.
That is iconic. Yeah, that is
That's a
iconic.
different-
That is
yeah.
iconic. Yeah.
Okay, then.
It is iconic for sure. Everybody uses that. Yeah.
Everybody got that either on
I did that on my
their
first album
screen
cover,
say,
matter of fact.
yeah.
Actually, One Life to Live.
Yeah.
Plug that in right
On
there.
album covers. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody
I
got
did
no
that on my
Terminator shit on their album cover. Like, stop it, bro.
That's his next album. That's his next album.
Yeah. Everybody got the little green, the black and green Matrix thing on their album cover. Ain't nobody got no Terminator on their album cover, bro.
Yeah. Hey, yo. On that note, we gonna end it off on a high. It's been amazing, man. Appreciate my bros coming in to Shadow Talk
Yeah, this
Podcast.
is dope, man.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Big Dave.
Thank you.
We've been able to introduce bro into the fold. Shadow Talk episode. We killing it. We doing great. Y'all stay tuned. We got a lot more coming. And yeah, man. Real Shadow Talk. Shadow your Amishi. Let's go. Tough.